everyone. Here we are wrapping up another fabulous statewide IT conference. I'm glad so many of you could be here to join for the luncheon today, our kind of last moment to wrap this thing up, all up together. I know a number of you will be getting in the car and headed back to Southeast or Gary or a whole variety of places. So I hope you've had some time during the conference itself to visit with each other, make some new acquaintances, and enjoyed the staff appreciation party last night. I am curious, how many do we have with us that this is the first time you've attended a statewide IT conference? New employees this year, some new folks, some hands? Okay, very good. I won't ask for a show of hands of those who've attended every one, because this thing does go back for quite a ways. So here's a picture from last night, or from yesterday. Isn't it beautiful? I want to thank the communications office. They do such a great job in getting Mae Jemison in to be our keynote speaker. The other image that we, oops, back up one. Come on, clicker, there we go. This is a pic that I snapped from backstage before walking out. We had the movie played, and then I was sitting there during Mae Jemison's talk, and I could look right down that row of our middle school visitors, and they were just so enamored and completely tuned into her. It was really a great thing to look down there and see, and I'm glad we were able to get them here for this particular event. I do want to also give a shout out because I'm backstage and I get to see it. I drew your attention to it last year. But the miles of wires and gadgets and thingies they have strung together back there or over at the auditorium, it's really just remarkable. And that's only a partial view of it. And as we wrap up today, it's really appropriate to take a moment. I'm going to ask George Stevens, who's back there, to drop his headset and come out. George, I know you're listening, and I know you can hear me. So drop your headset and come out here and join us for just a moment, if you would. George has been with Indiana University for 28 years, and when we wrap up today, this is his plan to truly be a drop-the-mic day as he wraps it all up. Thank you. George. George has been the kind of guy who not only pulls off the magic of helping to integrate all the craziness and getting my slides 4 minutes before I go on stage and making sure they're okay, but he also has taken the time to teach and develop other people so that we are ready to keep going while he's playing golf next year or whatever he wants to do. Thank you, George.
Thank you very much.
He'll probably even help pack all that stuff up rather than going, we're done, I'm leaving, this is all y'all's to roll this stuff up. This will, in the remarks that follow, this will probably be the briefest keynote you've ever heard from me, and that is intentional. And the reason being is we have so many things going on. So much to brag about, so much you see going through the news and the news feeds and things all the time, that I want to take just a moment as the leader of this organization, a leader of this organization, to pull your attention back to what we really are all about and try to say as little as I can about it to help make sure we are focused, as we are more than 1,100 people now and about 400 part-time people and tons of relationships, that we are really clear what's going on. And I love the old adage, it's a simple one. You know, the main thing around here is to keep the main thing around here the main thing around here. And it's an old and a simple one, but it's really, really important. Because when you think about how deeply we get involved in so many things, from networking at the national and international levels, to micro things going on in various communities, to the goodwill that we work on, to the many constituencies that we have, the question can be, okay, I got it, the main thing. Wait, remind me again, what is the main thing? around here, so I want to say it simply. The main thing around here is a public research university, and our campuses across the footprint of the state of Indiana, our online programs, we exist to educate. We were chartered for that mission. We were created by the state for that mission, and everything that we can foresee, this is hugely important to the success of our state, of our nation. You saw Mae Jemison's talk yesterday, and her aspiration to think differently, to innovate, to create again, and education is really at the heart of it. I don't know if you saw the announcement, one that is new, and President McRobbie stated it again yesterday in his State of the University address. We have joined the not-for-profit online consortium, edX, and IU will be offering additional forms of education even beyond what we've been doing now. The second one is research. I really have the good fortune to one day be with Andy Sakin at some of our largest neuroimaging technologies in Indianapolis, and the work they're doing on to reduce Alzheimer's, and the next day be with some of our greatest humanities scholars and what they're doing with literature, et cetera, et cetera. We were created by the state of Indiana University and chartered as such, in particular the Bloomington and Indianapolis campuses, with a research mission. And we support that from A to Z and all the disciplines, the many new schools that have evolved, but to support the research mission. And when you look at the economic development announcements of the big companies that have been rolling into the state, they cite the strength of the research universities as one of the primary reasons they are choosing to come to Indiana relative to other states. We, with our friends at Purdue, with us, with the Ivy Tech Community College system across the state, others, Ball State, this state does very, very well in education and research. The third piece and final is our engagement in the life of the state, of the nation, and of the world. The Center for Rural Engagement, led by IU Provost Lauren Robel, the work of our regional campuses in their areas, they are tightly integrated with those communities, Indianapolis to the city and beyond. We have a third mission, and that is engagement in the life of the state, the nation, and the world. So I just want to back up and just say it again. Education, research, and engagement in the state, the nation, the world, obviously our communities as well. So the main thing around here, with all these technical thingies and smart machines and national contracts and seminars and symposia and bike rides and everything else we do, is to keep the main thing around here, the main thing around here. So if you can say, got it, you might say, is there anything else? I think there is one more thing that is hugely important, and it's the thing I think about all the time, and that is, when I think about this organization, is how do we keep UITS a great place to build your life and career? And the world evolves, things change. We have relationships across so much of the university into administrative areas and into research and education. I want us to continue to find the ways that you and the best of your colleagues, and we can recruit from other companies or places, other universities who want to come here, to keep trying to figure out how to make this the best place for you to be. And I think there are a few fundamentals about that. Number one, let's just be good to each other. You know, we're in meetings from time to time, and fusses emerge, and fussing that emerges about good principled things, trying to figure out the best solution and how we go about it. I am a fan. I am an all-in fan on good, rigorous debate to get to the right answers. And let's keep it good debate to get to the right answers, not personal, not, who's coming to this meeting, if we got a person behaving like that, let's just figure out how to work that out. So let's be good to each other. Let's engage as rigorously as we can in figuring out the best solutions for the role of education, research, and engagement in the life of the state. And let's also figure out how to be the best partners at Indiana University with all the many, many parts that it takes to make this place work. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of different views, and we are the enabler for a lot of things that need to be done. We are the partner to a lot of people to get things done, and also, in many, many cases, we can be the idea people to help people just step back and think about something a little bit differently as the world is evolving. So I want UITS to be one of the premier technology employment organizations in the state of Indiana. And there's nothing I can do to cause that other than try to create the conditions for you guys to make it the best place to work as you interact with each other and with all of our colleagues here and beyond. I remain deeply proud to be at the helm of this organization and for us to pull off events like this. And I hope you can go forward and keep the main thing around here, always the main thing around here at Indiana University. Be good to each other. Thank you.